Grixis Giants, not zombies. Grixis Giants. So giant tribal with a self-mill strategy. Grixis being the color combination red, blue, and black. Basically, what we're trying to do with this deck is self-mills our giants to get Kroxa back, to get the value out of Quakebringer being in our graveyard. Quakebringer is a new giant. 5 mana, 5/4. Opponents can't gain life. Beginning of your upkeep, Quakebringer deals 2 damage to each opponent. You can only trigger it if it's on the battlefield or in your graveyard and you control a giant. You can also foretell this by playing 2 mana to exile it and then pay 4 mana for it. Then we just have a bunch of removal, kind of a Rakdos style shell. Bloodchief's Thirst, Heartless Axe. Then we have Bonecrusher Giants, Squash. If you have a giant, this is 2 mana, deal 6 to creature Planeswalker. Then we have Aegar, the Freezing Flame. Whenever excess damage is dealt, if it's dealt by a giant, wizard, or spell you control, you get to draw a card. And then kind of just rounding it up, Glimpse the Cosmos. It's Anticipate, and then you can cast it for your graveyard by paying a blue mana. So it's 2 casts if you control a giant. And then we have Mire Triton and the Tymaret to kind of fuel our graveyard. We also have the Royal Scions to draw, discard, and to give our stuff trample. And then a couple Battle of Frost and Fire. Increasingly, this card's looked pretty sweet. So I think we're actually going to switch this up slightly. I think this Calamity Bear's a bit more win more. I want another Frost and Fire to try out. And I want... All these graveyard decks have felt good having 1 Egon, just as a way to mill your graveyard. So let's fire this up, see how it goes. So far, Zombies, Clerics, and World Tree combo have all been played. The set's been looking pretty good. World Trees seem pretty sweet. There's been a lot of blue-white. Can we stop playing this guy? He's literally the only player that I play. Passage on 1. Sign seems more than reasonable. We're going to get a black mana. We'll do this, and then elves probably. So this will mill us. We want to try to find Kroxas, other glimpses, Quakebreakers. Okay, so got that. Grixis does force your mana a little worse, so you're probably not going to be as quick to turn 4 Kroxa. So we see Mountain out of the opponent. So this was another card we could have tried. You know what? That might be the case. That makes a lot of sense when you say it. So I think this turn is just a glimpse turn. What do we want here? They're likely on giants. Well, they are on giants, so I think we're just getting another glimpse and saying go. Next turn I could stomp and glimpse. They go face here. Jeskai. Okay. I see you, opponent. We would like to find a Quakebringer. Aegar's pretty sweet, so is the Heartless Act. I think we want Heartless Act. We know that they're going to have a Bonecrusher next turn. This could let me... Because Aegar with our hand right now is not really going to do much. I think we're just killing this turn. I'm going to kill it and then Bonecrusher Giant cast and Glimpse. Let's make them make their decision before they know that we're killing it. Sequencing. Okay, that's not bad. So we can glimpse here. I think we probably just want another Bonecrusher. I could glimpse again, but that means I can't get Kroxa back, and I think I'd rather get Kroxa at this point. Like if I'm looking at this hand. Like I don't think they're going to be on Elspeth Conquers Death, and I don't see a clean way for them to answer Kroxa. Okay, they are on Conquer's Death. So, something to note. Kind of unfortunate that I do need to get rid of my Glimpse here. I would have liked to cast it. Okay, they're like Jeskai Giant control. Kind of using the zombie package. Or the giant package. Like what I'm seeing. Still think getting Kroxa out here is fine. Narset. What's this? Shark Typhoon? Oh, just cycle. Okay, so this turn we're just going face. The reason being they can just get it back with Conquer's Death, which is no value to us. Do I want to get rid of a second Kroxa? I like Quakebringer being in there. I think we do. They would need Skyclave Apparition, so we get punished that way. And they might have it, but... Okay, they got 5-4 back. Like, that is sweet synergy. Now we're probably just going face. I have the burn in hand. I also have this. That can work. Like I can also just kill this Bonecrusher Giant. Sure. Kill your Narset. Seems good to me. Double Quakebringer. Sweet. I don't have the mana. Because they could have Stomp. Like, I don't feel great about doing, like, losing my Kroxa. We're gonna see too with the mana right now in the deck. We might need one or two more black sources, it's seeming. Kroxa is like my favorite card, so if I could jam this in Giants and it has like synergy, we're all for it. So we're hitting him for 4 in their upkeep anyways with the Quakebringers. Don't even need to attack. Just gonna do a quick check on our mana situation, see how that's shaping up. Just want to give it a quick look. Because I made changes. 16, 21. So we're heavier on red. Heartless Act, Bloodchief, Egon, black. Got the Fabled Passages as well. Helps fuel the Kroxa. I think what we're actually going to do is trim down one Fabled and go up another swamp. Giants. How's everybody doing today? Anyone else catch any cool decks? Oh, while this comes up, let me see, Ivania, and if I could look at your list if you're still on. Yeah, it's got to be just generic. Blue mana on 1, go into that. Need red mana, but I have Glimpse to help fix it. I think we try this. Just fast track so I can take a look quick. I think the thing I would say is we needed that red source. Instead of All Seed, I like the dog better. I think the not having to hold up mana and indestructible is more notable. So I can get Royal Scions going. This just plays into removal. This is pretty cool because I could go Bonecrusher and then just anticipate. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like I said, I think the notable thing I would... Okay, I don't appreciate you targeting my graveyard. That's where we can probably cut this out. Just want to land here. I have one red source, so let's go Shatter. They look to be some sort of like Valky control deck of some sort, potentially. Yeah, let's get rid of that. So they can take my second red source here. There is a bit of... But don't... You have the white rune that gives lifelink. Mardoom? Mardoom. This is an interesting decision. Royal Scions. I think we're just getting rid of the Scions here. Need a blue source. Okay. Well, Kroxa is certainly something. Oh no, no! Why did I get Kroxa? No! They're excelling my graveyard. Ah, that was dumb. That was dumb. Shame concede. Oh, they actually have to pop the Nightmare? Okay, okay. I take it back. We might have a chance. That's how I drew it up, right? So I can't get Kroxa this way. But I don't lose my... Okay, we could have got Kroxa. Feels sad. With Tegrid, they would have been able to get it back. So Tegrid is whenever an opponent sacrifices an online permanent or discards, you put it from the graveyard into the battlefield in your control. They would have taken my Bonecrusher Giant. So we got out from under the first Doom Foretold. I can Kroxa and Glimpse this turn. I think we are going to Glimpse first. Okay, well that's a whole lot of nothing. Let's Kroxa here. Yeah, I always liked I liked it better than the other one in what's it called? Like Auras, the All Seed instead. So even doesn't do as much. Let's just go this. No tax. So we can attack here. If they have Doom, they can just get back my Aegar. I actually want to build a control deck with the other side here. Tegrid's Lantern. Target player loses 3 life unless they sack a non-land permanent or discard a card. Okay, so we're losing Tegrid. They get it back. I actually want to thin out my library here. Oh, that is sick. They get the Fabled Passage. Cerulean Rogue, thank you for the follow. How's it going? That's sick. They get the Fabled Passage. Okay, I like what you're doing here. I'm looking for a removal spell for this Tegrid, and I wanted to thin out my deck. I probably should have done this first, though. Frost of Fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm short a mana. I think we're still doing this anyways. Short a blue. So I can do this. Deals 4, that means they can't double block. Okay, let's do this first. Get a card out of their hand. so they have to sack here. They have Kroxa. So that's actually fine. Yeah, if I can get a chance, I'll try running it today. I just got a couple decks I want to try out, just through like the backlog. You don't get my Kroxa. You die now? You die now. Okay, I like this deck. This deck's awesome. There's some that are whatever, so I can like flip them out. But like, there's a couple decks that I want to just try out first. This one's been pretty good. So we have like Giants. I want to finish Giants. I want to try Warriors, the Poison, Stompy Elves, and then we can try it out. The Blink and the Skies, whatever. We can play that later. Let's go a couple more with this Giants deck. So those just tuning in, we are playing some Grixis Giants right now. Self-mill theme. Get stuff in your graveyard. Kroxa back. Glimpse has been amazing. We've run into kind of two different kind of sub-giant themes. Yeah, we'll do Elves next. I'm going to run this one or two more, and then we'll run Elves. And then going to take a little bit of a break, walk the dog, just clip some of these videos for YouTube to get them going. And we can go from there. This sounds interesting. Can't really take full advantage of these, but I think removal on one. Okay, well, that's much better. Oh shit. They poison. Poison Gamer. So this turn, I think we're just setting up the Kroxa. Because the next turn I'm going to... No. Let's Glimpse this turn. Because next turn I can double spell. I'll take Squash. This being a 1/3 is actually really relevant. So it's Jund Poison. Death Touch Tribal. Two Poisino counters. So our choice here is Kroxa. Anticipate. Actually, we're going to do this. Probably just want the land. Because like I need to be able to do a turn where I Bonecrusher and Squash. This is going to have to be set to red. Okay, that's the new line. Is this instant? Okay. Full control time. Trigger on the stack. Get out of here. Okay, that is sweet. That was sweet. taking out the boast one because they can go find something else. So I can set up this Battle of Frost and Fire next turn. Yeah. I think that's the line. Because if they go Questing Beast, I can just double stomp it. They don't have the extra green anyways. Mire Triton's actually not bad. It fuels Kroxa. I think we're doing this. So I kind of want to kill this. Because this can boast and go get something. I want to save this for the next turn. So first off, this needs to be black. I think we're honestly just like stomp. Play the Quakebringer out. Foretell. I wonder if this still triggers this last mode. Ah, they've had enough. They've had enough. Okay, I think this is... Clerics and this have been my favorite decks so far. I'm liking the synergies in this deck. The one-sided board wipe when you could get it off feels really good. So this hand... I think we keep it. We don't have black mana, but this Glimpse of the Cosmos. This card has been very, very good. Okay, this will be the last game with this. I'm going to run to the washroom, and then we will hit up some elves. Scray. I think we want to set up our draw if we don't hit a land here. Okay, we hit the land. I still think we want to... Yeah. I think I like that. Because if we could get Tymaret going... Because then I can Tymaret and then Bonecrusher, Hardcast. Okay, so there's some sort of Golgari ramp deck. No goodies here. So next turn, I think we go Aegar, play this. Okay, they're Essica. Glimpsier. Just take more removal. So next turn I can attack with Aegar. Okay, they are World Tree kind of combo. Could be like Sultai Legendaries. Kind of feels bad we didn't hit... Like, we hit the Quakebringer, which is fine. It puts a creature into our yard. Vorinclex. Okay. Okay. That's a card. Shuts off our Saga. So now, what am I doing? It's a very good question as to what I'm doing, because I can't deal with this Vorinclex. It's only 5, so I don't have enough. So let's Kroxa here. I can set up the escape on Kroxa at least next turn. Also have Bonecrusher back. So we're taking 6. We're taking 6. Ultimate right away? Okay. 13 with Vigilance. Okay. I'm going to guess this is not enough. Alright. Alright. I like what they're throwing down. So that interaction there, Vorinclex doubles the counters things come in with. So they came in with double the counters. So they get to ultimate